Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is day two of me becoming a content creator in my 40s. Um, I was on a high yesterday after uploading my first video. Um, of course, as I often do, I just really built it up to be this really scary thing in my head for such a long time. And after doing it, it was not anywhere near as scary as that. I had a lot of fun and it felt really good to let myself do that. And that's how it feels every time I do something I'm afraid of. Um, but I notice every time I do something that scares me, it is easier to do the next time. So I feel like all the small things that I've been doing, um, that either scare me or out of my comfort zone have really helped me build up to yesterday to be able to do something that was a big deal to me and that was very scary for me to get over. So I thought, what a great thing to talk about today is getting out of your comfort zone. Um, I I guess I started noticing how getting out of my comfort zone was really helping me in the last year or two, but just in the last maybe 3 or 4 months, I've gotten more intentional about it. And I went into this year um, wanting to be very intentional about putting myself out of my comfort zone. And let me tell you, I have never been so consistently uncomfortable as I have been for the last 3 months. And I think back and there's so many things that I've done that were not scary to me, and other people are like, "Oh, can't believe you did that," or whatever. So it's really interesting trying to figure out what it is about a certain thing that is scary or uncomfortable. But I notice the more that I am uncomfortable, um, the easier it does get. The thing about it too is the reason I wanted to be more intentional about it this year is that life was great. I have great things going on. Nothing bad was happening, but I was just feeling stuck, stagnant. And I noticed that every time I do something out of my comfort zone, um, I just feel refreshed. I feel like the energy is moving. And it's, I guess, the newness of it. I always get a dopamine hit, after doing something that I've been afraid to do or just knew that I was going to be uncomfortable doing. And I don't know why I built it up so much in my head because, even the worst case scenario typically is, I don't know, I might be a little embarrassed. But that's not the end of the world either. So, some of the things, the smaller things that I've done over the years that have been uncomfortable, but I've really enjoyed doing them is kind of like my hair journey. We have been through it with my hair, but about, I don't know, 10 to 12 years ago, I needed something different. And I did not have locks at the time, but my hair was probably about this length, maybe a little shorter. And I shaved my head. Well, I didn't shave it completely. I shaved my hair into a mohawk. And it was so much fun. And thinking back, I actually wasn't that afraid to do it. I think I needed change so much that I just went ahead and did it. But it was still a little bit scary. Some other things that I've been trying is new things with my style, things that I like but are kind of out of my comfort zone. Um, and something that really made me realize how good it made me feel to step out of my comfort zone was singing karaoke. I never sing karaoke. Um, and at the random chance that I might, it was because I was really drunk or something. But typically, like, I don't want to sing karaoke, but I love singing. And I started singing karaoke about 2 years ago, I guess. And it honestly just makes me so happy. And I still kind of get a little scared, but every time I just get started, like, I just love it. Um, I started taking dance lessons uh, in December to learn salsa and bachata. And that's something I've wanted to do for a really long time. But being a beginner, I think it's like being a beginner. Being a beginner is uncomfortable for me, even though I love learning. But I think that's the perfectionism in me, like just wanting to know something, know how to do something, and know how to do it well right off the bat, which is absolutely ridiculous. Um, a big thing that has been very uncomfortable for me is sobriety. I quit drinking last year for like 5 months, the first 5 months of the year. Not necessarily with a goal for like lifelong sobriety. I just wanted to change the way that I was indulging. And I love it. Like now I probably have, I don't know, like a drink a month or something. Um, but learning how to socialize without drinking. It is such a social thing, especially where I live. There's a very big drinking culture where I live. Um, it has been uncomfortable, like relearning how to just socialize and dance and sing karaoke, do these things that I would normally only do when I was drunk. But yeah, it has been so much fun, and I am looking forward to just continuing to push myself out of my comfort zone. And like I said, yesterday felt like a culmination of all of some smaller things that I've been doing, and it just really felt so good. I'm really proud of myself. I know, like, posting a video on YouTube may not be that big of a deal to some people, but it was to me. It was just something that um like really terrified me, to be honest. But I'm really excited to keep going. So, I'm sure we all have things that we're afraid to do that we want to do. Um, these things just start gnawing like at my soul. And like it really bothers me. And I think certain things like this, sharing openly, creating, not doing those things was really, I feel like starting to affect my mental health, affect my confidence, um, because I felt like I was letting myself down. And I think those things are so important also when thinking, like trying to get out of your comfort zone. It doesn't always have to be like doing a thing. Having hard but necessary conversations is getting out of your comfort zone. Sticking up for yourself is getting out of your comfort zone. And all of these things, like the more you do them, the easier they are. The more comfortable you are, the more natural they feel. And you don't have to start with big things. You can start so small. You can start by changing a part of your daily routine. Like, I know it's very easy to get stuck in your same routine, and just tweaking one little thing, might be uncomfortable because you're changing something. Um, but it really makes a difference. Trying new foods or eating at different restaurants or different cuisines that you want to try, changing up your style, changing up your hairstyle, wearing your makeup differently. I don't know if this is a small one or a big one. I guess it depends on the person, but like learning to spend time by yourself, that is a feat in and of itself. Um, but if you're interested in traveling solo, or even if you're not necessarily interested in traveling solo, like you want to travel in general, but you can never get anybody to go with you, like don't wait around, like, and start small. You don't have to go across the world by yourself for the first trip. Travel to a group event, like a retreat. Book a hotel in the town over, and spend a night by yourself and, have a date, go on solo dates, go out to eat by yourself, go to the movies by yourself, take a new class, like the dance class I mentioned, or like a new workout class, or learning tennis, something like that. Hit record or hit publish, like I did yesterday, and sing karaoke, just anything that you feel that you want to do, and the only thing is stopping you is that you're afraid to do it. Like, figure out how you can work your way up to it and really like it's so, so rewarding. Just in so many different ways. And there's like so many end results that I've gotten that I didn't even anticipate um getting, but it's like just making it more of an intentional practice has really helped me show up for myself in other ways and remind myself that like the world's not going to end if this doesn't go as planned. And I always, again, like I always feel so, so, so good after letting myself do something that I'm uncomfortable doing. So drop in the comments something that hopefully you're going to try out, even though you're scared. I'd love to see what it is you all are working towards, big or small, it doesn't matter. But thanks again for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye.